Hey guys, D-Saw back in the Nerd Cave with my December 2021 pickups video. Pretty decent month. We have our Vinegar Syndrome pickups. I have some Christmas gifts. I have some stuff from Amazon, from Best Buy. There was a Arrow sale. Good amount of stuff. So let's just jump right in. Okay, guys, so here are my pickups from Vinegar Syndrome's Black Friday sale. We'll quickly go over these. I'll leave a link in the description below to my pickups video. Of course, first up is the Paul Morrissey Frankenstein Special Edition, Limited Edition, 4K. Forgotten Gialli Set, Volume 3. Prime Evil and Lurkers. Raw Force. Wish I got that slip. You know, when I first started collecting, I had the opportunity to pick that up. And it was before I knew anything about slips. And it was a simpler time when I thought slips were just something you threw out, right? Anyway. For Mad Men only, this is one of their partner releases. VSA release of Grave Secrets. VSA release of Alley Cat. The Graduation Day Slip. Surf 2, which doesn't have a Surf 1. Rush Week. And again, if you want to see a more detailed kind of deep dive into these movies, check out the link for those, I guess, unboxing pickups video. Frightmare. Killing Birds, or I guess Zombie 5, right? Is it Zombie 5? It sure is. And Best Friends. Alright guys, so next up are some of the things I got for Christmas. I'll leave a link in the description below for that video as well. But first up is Killer Party. Crocodile Dundee Trilogy. I would have shown you what this is an upgrade from. I did have the DVD double feature set. Not sure if I showed it during the Christmas gift pickup video. But I would have showed you, but it sold very quickly. I put it on eBay. It was never opened. I put it on eBay, and it sold in like 2 days, which I was kind of shocked that it would sit there for a while. Next one up is the Synapse 4K release of Demons 1 and 2. And finally, Jimmy coming through with the Zack Snyder Justice League Steelbook. Okay, so up next are some Amazon pickups. This is one. It's a Shout Factory release, something that I've had on my list, my wish list for a while. The price kept fluctuating, $15, $13, $12. I think I finally got down to around 12 something and I picked it up. And it's When Harry Met Sally. Solid 90s movie. And it is a upgrade to my DVD, which I guess I'll throw on eBay if anyone wants it for a couple bucks. I don't know. I've been doing pretty well. I've been throwing, I've been throwing stuff on eBay, some stuff, thinking it wouldn't sell, and it sells like in 2 seconds, so it's kind of crazy. Next one up is a Paramount Presents pickup, 48 Hours. I did not pick another 48 Hours up yet. I probably will. I heard the first one is much better. I've never actually seen it, believe it or not. I know it's a classic 80s buddy cop flick. Oh, I don't know if he's not a cop, I don't think. No, I know he's not in this, but I guess I'll pick up another 48 Hours as well, just to make sense, right? Gotta have the sequel, and it's a Paramount Presents pickup. Next one is a Scream Factory release of Deadly Friend. I've seen this years ago, like on TV, so I definitely want to watch this one. It's a Wes Craven film. Has an interesting kind of history to it. I've seen some videos on this, kind of the making of kind of stuff and what the original concept was. So pretty interesting backstory to that film. Next up is Street Fighter. And keep an eye out. I'm not sure when I'm going to post these. I'm making all these videos at once, but I am doing a top pickups of 2021, as well as my top 15 steelbooks of 2021. Spoiler, this is in one of those videos. And keep an eye out. I may have already posted it, or I might post this first. I'm not sure. Next one up is a classic for me, anyway. Really cheesy. Watched it a shit ton when I was a kid. And it's My Stepmother is an Alien with Dan Aykroyd and Kim Basinger. And Alison Hannigan, right? Is that her name? Yeah, I watched this so much as a kid. This is an upgrade to my DVD copy. Which this was an upgrade to my VHS copy, which I don't know where it is. I may have gotten rid of it, believe it or not. There's a particular scene in here. As a kid, watching it probably on loop, like rewinding, watching it. Listen, you're an 11, 12-year-old kid. You know what I'm talking about if you've seen this movie. And next one up from Amazon, and this is from a recent sale. I think it's still on sale, guys. I would jump on this and pick it up, and this may be in my in one of my videos as well, out there. And it is the Karate Kid collection, 3-movie collection. Karate Kids 1, 2, and 3. I love Part 2. Part 2, I think, is hands down my favorite. That is why I picked this up, just because I don't know. I assume that they're going to release the 4Ks individually, but I'm not sure. And if they do, I don't know when they're going to do it. So I went ahead and picked this up, and Amazon has an awesome sale right now. This usually goes for $49. It was down to $47.99 plus a $9 coupon, I think. And with tax and everything, it came out to $40 for 3 4Ks, which would probably go for $20 each anyway. So it's an awesome deal. So if you haven't jumped on that, if it's still available, I would say do it. But here are the 3 films, and they all come with a slip, which is really nice. Oh, there we go. So it's parts 1, parts 2, parts 3. And here's the back of each one, which is really cool. And this is an upgrade. Well, not really an upgrade. Sort of. Well, I guess. Okay, it's an upgrade. Part 2 is an upgrade to my Karate Kid Part 2, which is on the same VHS as Haunted Honeymoon and Back to the Future. This was watched so many times as a kid. It's barely watchable now, but I can never get rid of it. And I did pick up a year or so ago the 35th anniversary edition of the Karate Kid on 4K, which it's pretty much the same artwork, but this is more of a matte finish, comparing it to this one, which is not. More of a glossy. And it has, I didn't notice this, I guess he taught him the secret to karate in the mind and heart, not in the hands. Okay, so I guess every one of these has some sort of saying on it. But yeah, so I don't know if there's much different. I was watching films at home. Was it Films at Home? I think. I don't know. Maybe not, but I think something like this may have a Atmos track where this one doesn't. I'm not sure, but I think otherwise it's pretty similar. So, sort of upgrade to that. Okay, next up are some Best Buy pickups. First one up is The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey 4K edition. My kids wanted to watch this during Christmas, and I thought I had it. I didn't have it. It was not streaming anywhere. And there was an awesome sale. I got it. I picked it up on BestBuy.com for I think at the end of the day it was like $8, $8 or $9 for this 4K. Yeah, no slip, but who cares? No big deal. But yeah, it was an amazing deal. I was gonna just get the get it off of Amazon, just streaming, and I was gonna end up paying like $14 for this, and it was like $8 with the digital code. So definitely worth it. Peewees Playhouse Christmas Special, just awful. I mean, awful. I talked about this in my what I watched during Christmas video, which I'll leave a link in the description below. Awful. Kids did not like it. They didn't get it. It's just very, very dated. And I know this, and I know the people who were in it, and I still thought it was kind of crappy. Glad I have it. Kind of like a time capsule into Pee-wee in 1988. But rewatchability is not really there. Next one up, it was just a random pickup. I kept seeing this at Best Buy, and I just finally pulled the trigger. I think it was like $12, $13, and it's a triple feature of the Austin Powers trilogy, International Man of Mysteries, Spy Who Shagged Me, and Goldmember. So I did not have these. This is an upgrade, actually. Hold up. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, so I did not have the second or third ones, but the first one is an upgrade to my VHS widescreen edition of Austin Powers. So Austin Powers. So very cool. I remember back in the day, I got this. I guess I was freshman in college. I don't know. Dating myself. Like how it's like the silver indicates that it was widescreen. I remember back then silver meant widescreen and gold I think meant full screen. So, and last but not least, from where are we? Best Buy. Pre-ordered this. Glad I did, because you can't find it anywhere. And it's the Roger Rabbit 4K Best Buy Steelbook exclusive. Awesome release. Definitely glad I pre-ordered this months ago, and is an upgrade to my 25th anniversary Blu-ray edition. And finally, there was an Arrow sale. I only picked up 3 movies. I think I did a video on this. I may have combined it with another, so I'll probably leave a link if I remember in the description. Haven't opened these yet. It's just been a crazy month. First one, Deadly Matter. Microwave Massacre, which has been on my wish list for years. Watched it on some streaming service and thought it was crazy. And I'm watching this movie, and the guy who's in this, the lead guy in this, what is his name? Do I even have to, should I even try to find it? I'm not going to bother. It's in there somewhere. The voice, I'm dropping stuff. The voice was so familiar, and it hit me. It's the voice of Frosty, like the original Frosty the Snowman from the old like 60s cartoon. It's him. It will blow your mind. I just ruined it, so sorry, but it's Frosty, and it makes the rest of the movie sort of, I don't know if it's harder to watch or more fun to watch, but it's crazy. And last but not least, I don't know why I got this. This is something I kept going back to. It seemed kind of cool. It's got some good music in it, and it's FM. So they're pretty cheap. So I only picked 3, which I was proud of myself.